coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Off the play fake, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Off play action, Jones. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd and 10, Jones, throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. It's Barkley on the counter. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught at the 1. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Mon. And it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They go play action here on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Toney. Touchdown, Giants! Kadarius Toney with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On first down, Barkley. Jeremy Chin there defensively. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. Incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Jones on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Hassan Reddick able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones flushed out right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now.
Here's a diving catch right side. 23 yards on the play. On first down, here's Mon. Room to run inside the 40. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and very short, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he will have a Giants first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Galladay. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Barkley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second and 9. Off the play fake. Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for... He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Derek Brown gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Giants on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Shy Smith, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. Back to the air. Mond. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
That's right, baby.
Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 77 yards. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Jones now. Off play action. Open man is Galladay, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Running right through him. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Mon. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown. Shi Smith with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Another throw for Galladay. This one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Jones to Galladay there for a Giant first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Just keeping the play alive. Going right back to Galladay. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And that's It's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now here's a throw that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's the Panthers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. But now it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. The way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Giants.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mon looks to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Again, it's Barkley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Sly on for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, it's just
and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a third interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now Jones operating from the gun. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Mon going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Back to throw. Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, two-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Throwing on second and long. Mond. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. Now Mond. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Second down and goal. Mond. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for him for one last big drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 18. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, look at the catch there by Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Lorenzo Carter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mond gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't...
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. Marshall, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, so give him about 9 as that stops the clock. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.